guys, what's up? It's me, Andrea, and today I have this awesome background. Yeah, so I'm filming actually on a green screen right now, so I don't want you guys to be like, girl, what is that behind you? Is that a huge poster in your house that's like the size of a wall? No, I just put a green screen back there. Today what we're talking about is, you guys know, since I didn't really do a recap for the end of season 5, I did a watch along vlog. Got a lot of great comments on that, and then just a couple of negative ones, but the negative ones were just me saying bad words, which I'm sorry guys. It's inevitable, I'm gonna cuss sometimes, especially when I'm reacting to stuff like that, but thank you guys so much. And a bunch of you guys are tweeting it to the cast, so that is so awesome, so thank you guys for that. I thought I would just talk a little bit more about Vampire Diaries, what I think is gonna happen around season 6 since they just started filming this last week. Basically, Bonnie and Damon are gone, or something has happened to them. I don't believe that they're dead. I believe they are somewhere else, because if you guys remember what Graham said to Bonnie, she was like, I found my piece because I'm gonna make sure you find yours. So I don't read the books of Vampire Diaries at all. I read the first one, I think, and I never even finished it. I kind of feel like the characters on Vampire Diaries are gonna get like a random witch, maybe Luke and Liv, to do a spell or some sort to get Damon back. I don't know about Bonnie, I'm not sure yet, because they obviously have to lose somebody for sure. But I kind of feel like they will end up bringing Damon back, but not as a vampire, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like they're gonna bring Damon back into the concept of the show, but he's gonna probably be human. And the Eternal Stud is not gonna be an Eternal Stud anymore. He's gonna grow old and die. Now, as for Vampire Diaries, this being their last season, from what I've heard, I'm not so sure if they're gonna go one more season. I know from the start of the season, everyone has a 6-year contract. That's usually how shows go. Whether they get picked up or not, your contract says 6 years, because that's usually what they give people. I know that's what I've heard from Vampire Diaries. But it all depends if they get picked up for another season, if they want to do another season, because their contract is due end. So it's like, re-sign all that, because obviously their shows have gone more than 6 seasons that are really successful. And I feel like Vampire Diaries is a really successful show, so it could, but I don't know if it's going to. You know, they do the spin-off with the original, so you don't lose everything all in all. But if this is the last season of Vampire Diaries, a lot has to happen in this season so it could end with a big boom. The only thing I do not want is like a cliffhanger ending, because that's gonna suck, because I've been attached to this show since 2009, guys. Literally since 2009, I've been attached to this show. And it's literally been my life. So if we end up getting like a cliffhanger at the end of the season, it's gonna really break my heart if there's no more left. Cause it's like, it's got to the point that the show wasn't canceled at all, but they're probably gonna end it, I feel. But I'm so glad that it didn't get canceled. Cause you know how when shows get canceled, they're like, well, we're canceled, let's give up, or let's leave a big cliffhanger at the end, but no one's ever gonna get anything else. So I hope that doesn't happen with this show. As for storyline wise, I just wanna see a lot, but not doing the most. Like, you know, like getting us really excited, one good storyline, a couple good storylines that are surrounding that one, but nothing that's doing the most. And it's like, there's so much going on here. But as for character-wise, Alaric, Matt, and Tyler, love interest for them. Caroline and Tyler are not gonna be together anymore. That's what Julie kind of put out in an interview. We want new love interest for them. I think Stefan and Caroline might be together, or somebody else, but sorry guys, Forwood is done. Apparently that's what I've been noting. It honestly breaks my heart, because Forwood was my favorite ship, but Tyler's human now. You have to remember that. So it's not like him and Caroline can be together forever. Tyler doesn't want to trigger the werewolf curse, from what I heard in the interview, and which I believe that's fine. Like, I wouldn't want to either. So if Tyler's gonna have a new love interest, that's really exciting. Is she gonna be human? I'm guessing that she would be human. And Matt and Jeremy too, since they're the only ones who can actually just live in Mystic Falls. Everyone else can't live there anymore since the curse is still up. See, that's something that I didn't know. I thought when they died and then the curse was done, but the curse is still there, so they can't go back into Mystic Falls. Only Tyler, Jeremy, and Matt. That's it, and maybe Alaric. We're still skeptical on Alaric, because remember, he was an original vampire. That's what Esther made him. So there's so much that you're like, how is he gonna come back? Like, how is Alaric coming back to this? Obviously, he's not human. Alina's storyline is probably gonna be her suffering a lot with Jeremy as well, because they both lost their boyfriend and girlfriend. And it's just tough. I feel for Jeremy most that it's tough, because he hasn't had a single girlfriend who hasn't died on him. Like, you guys all know that I like worship and ship Anna with Jeremy like there is no tomorrow. So I just feel like at this point I just feel so bad for him. Like, let alone, I know April was after him for a little bit, but she like disappeared off Mystic Falls. And then the rest of them have died. Vicky, Anna, and Bonnie exclusively. She's died a couple times. So, you know, eventually that was all going to catch up to her. She's probably not going to come back this season, but you never know. It is Vampire Diaries. They bring back people like there's no tomorrow. And I have a special quote from the writer of Vampire Diaries. She sent this to me directly, Julie Pleck. I'm not trying to act all cool. It was just via Twitter, guys. You're like, oh my God, you talked to her in person. No, guys, it was via Twitter, but it was to me. I told her how I was gonna start off the seasons and do that. I'm gonna start tomorrow. I'm very excited. And watch from the beginning all the way to the end because I'm like having withdrawals. That's why I'm filming this video too, because I just miss it so much. But she said that we're gonna have a lot of callbacks from season 1, like a lot of characters coming back and a lot of storylines from season 1s, rekindling some stuff from season 1. Stelena maybe. I'm really excited about that. But I'm also very heartbroken because of Damon. You guys all know that I don't ship Stelena or Delena. I actually love them both for different reasons. Like, I love Stefan with Elena, even if she's a vampire and if she's a human. And I love Damon with Elena, even if she's human or a vampire. I always loved both of them. Like, I know that I sound like a crazy person for saying that I don't ship one. Elena was perfect with Stefan at one point, and we can never forget that. And Elena was perfect with Damon at one point, and we'll never forget that. So, obviously, it's not like we're going to get back to season 6 and they're going to be dating, obviously. That's not going to happen. We have to work our way up or build their friendship. That's going to happen. I've even heard that Stefan and Caroline are going to end up together, so maybe there won't be any Stelena. But, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Stefan and Caroline. I liked it. I said I would ship it before, but I like them as friends more than anything. I just adore their friendship, so I really love it, but I don't know how I would feel about them actually dating, if that makes sense. What I am very excited about is that Enzo is going to be a full-on character on Vampire Diaries. Like, he's going to be an actual actor? Is that what it's called? Character? Like, he's not going to be a guest star anymore. He's going to be an actual character. At least that's what I heard. If he's still a guest star, somebody let me know. But people said he's going to be an actual, like, there, if that makes sense. We will find out more about Luke and Liv's coven, which is something that was like said but never shown to us. So that's gonna be very exciting. Obviously, I'm sure Elena's gonna go on the rails and try to kill Liv or do something to Liv, and I'm sure everyone's gonna want to like one answer of why she stopped, but go after Luke because it's his fault. The episode is not gonna start off right where we left off. In the interview, Julie said there will be a time jump and we'll learn the choices that everyone made after losing the people they love. Who has given up, who has moved on, and who will never let go. So when the show comes back on, we'll have a time jump. It's bittersweet when they do that because sometimes I want to know what happens right after that. But then sometimes you might as well let some time fade off. Like when Elena turned into a vampire and then they like stopped it there, they went right back to that same night in the next season. But like when it was Elena's birthday, that one season where they ended the season and then the season started off on Elena's birthday, they had that whole time jump. So they're gonna do something like that. They're not too far along. If Damon and Bonnie were to come back, it's gonna be a drastic change. There's gonna be major consequences if they come back. Like Damon perhaps came back human. Guys, I've never read the book, so I don't know how this works. Like I feel like if something happens in the book, like Stefan turns human or somebody else turns human, I didn't know this in the books. I've never read them. I'm not a reader. But yeah, that's kind of most of my thoughts for this season. I kind of just want to see where Tyler's storyline goes, considering the fact that he is human now. Like, is he just going to go back into his little shell of being rude and being an asshole again? Because I know that was one of the main things in season 1, that he was just such a little asshole. Like, literally, I loved it though. Like, he was such an asshole, but I loved it, if that makes sense. So I kind of missed that storyline of him just being so cocky. So I feel like we're probably going to get that back. I don't know though. We'll see. And then Matt's storyline, you know, Matt's the survivor in the group. Sadness has to catch up to Jeremy. It's not his first girlfriend that he's lost. He's been through hell and back with these girls and they all end up in the same predicament. So it's going to be really tough to see him suffer over Bonnie. Even though I never shipped Bonnie with Jeremy, you could really tell that there was something special there. I'm excited for what Julie told me, the callbacks for season 1. I am very excited about that because there's so much in season 1. Season 1 was by far my favorite season. Between season 1 and 2, my favorite seasons. So yeah, that's basically all that I have to say. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on the show. What do you guys think about Enzo being on the show full time? And Alark being back. I'm very excited about Alark and how his storyline is going to portray, and just everyone's storyline, how they're going to portray this season. So make sure to comment below your guys' thoughts on the show. So yeah, comment down below what your thoughts are on season 6 of Vampire Diaries, what you guys think is going to happen, your predictions. And please give this video a big thumbs up. That really makes me happy. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye everyone.